I made أكتر من $1.5 مليون بأول سنة لإلي بالcoaching space لإلي and my clients combined as a revenue. And this is exactly a proof for you to know that everything عم خبركن إياه هلا هو real. And as you can see here, we're charging from 2K all the way up to 10, 16 and even 30K in other cases. وهودي هن لمحة عن زبايني for you to be able to see إنه it's not only results that I got myself. هيدي جوال personal trainer and emotional eating coach قدرت تعمل معنا وتروح معنا من $5,000 بالشهر ل $20,000 شهريا based on the Instagram account that she already had and the audience that she already had. Another example, Rana joined us and in her first 15 days she made 5.6k with the new offer. So بأول 15 يوم قدرنا نوصل لهودي الأرقام. مع لارا عملنا $28,000 بأول 72 ساعة. And if you ask if هذا الشيء consistent, it's always consistent because we achieved هيك أرقام مع لارا on monthly basis. Jafar, one of our clients, we made 50k with him in the first 30 days من ما بلش معنا. Samir, one of our top clients as well, currently doing تقريبا $35,000 consistently شهريا, عمل معنا $22,000 بأول 30 نهار. نيفين قدرت تعمل معنا $10,000. She used to sell zero coaching programs online وقدرت توصل ل $10,000 بأول 45 يوم. مريان من $4,500 ل $18,000 بأول 55 يوم من شغل معنا. سامي he 2x'd his revenue بأول 60 يوم من ما بلش معنا. جايال now doing approximately 20k on monthly basis. أول ما بلشت معنا عملت $19,000 أول شهر وهلأ بهذا الديت اللي عم صور فيها الفيديو she's doing 20k 23 deals this month out of 51 calls يعني approximately 45% closing rate. Joanna 10k within the first month while joining us and the list goes on and on. هلا رح خبركن exactly شو البروسس اللي بعمله مع كل واحد منهم لأقدر أوصل لهودي الأرقام and the same process that I follow with any new client اللي بيجي لعنا for me to be able to get him such results. And what I want you to know that this is a streamlined process that would be customized لكل شخص based على هو وين شو الكيس تبعه الاودينس تبعه and his stage as a creator. So دايما the foundation we always start with the model and offer which I'm gonna discuss deeper now to show you exactly شو لازم تعمله for you to be able to hit هيك numbers as well as the client acquisition part and sales appointment setting, then tracking, because this is the most important part of the game, is to be able to track everything, and service delivery. Service delivery means the support and the success اللي بيقدروا يجيبوه زبايننا and why we were able to maintain such results بهيك أرقام and so fast while entering the market. So أول شيء خلينا نبلش بالموديل and offer, and this is the most important thing in any business. Even if you have zero experience in sales, حتى لو you have a small audience or even if you have a huge one, if your offer or the model اللي انتم بتقدموا فيه الoffer تبعكم is not really attractive, is not purely validated, لو عملتوا كل بقوة البروسيس صح, you're not gonna make any money. Because imagine اليوم انتم عم تبيعوا شيء لحدا منه عايزه, or you're selling or you're offering something shitty, no one بده يشتري, you're not gonna sell anything. So the first thing that we always dive deep into هو الأوفر, and this was the exact reason اللي رنا قدرت تعمل, I believe it's less than 50 days, but let's say it's 15 days, $5,600, because the first thing we changed عندها was her offer. شلناها من ال one-on-ones and she just like sold a 2K program من $600 طلعنا ل $2,000 ticket price, بس لأنه عرفنا نحط الأوفر الصح للشخص الصح. And what I want you to understand, there is a formula behind creating offers, and you need to know how to spot real pain بقلب الماركت, because نحن ما عم نحل شيء ما عنده مشكلة أو ما في مشكلة already موجودة من قبل. And that's what we need to have deeper understanding. شو عم نعمل and what problem we're solving, what gap in the market we're filling. لأنه if there is no demand ما حدا حيشتري مني. What you need to understand is demand is not created. دايما راح يكون في demand او ما حتقدروا تبيعوا الاوفر تبعكم. Your main goal is to channel هيدي الديماند لعندكم, and that's why you need to create an irresistible offer to understand deeply the real pain تبع الماركت. شو الكومبلينتس اللي دايما بيجوا عندكم بقلب الكومنتس او عند ناس بتعمل الشيء اللي انتم بتعملوه on the sales call. فكروا exactly العالم على شو عم تصرف مصاري, because your end goal, you don't need to reinvent the wheel, you just need to find وين الناس عم تصرف مصاري وشغلتكم تخلوهم يصرفوا هودي المصاري عندكم. Then the next step, while understanding and spotting market gaps and real pain, الشيء اللي بدكم تجربوا تنبشوا عليه وشو هي المشكلة الأساسية الموجودة بس ما في good solution لها بقلب الماركت. Understand a bit deeper about crowded markets with poor positioning, and this is the most important thing. ولا شو اللي بيخلي اليوم فتنس ترينر يبيع بروجرام حقه $150 وبنفس الوقت سامر عم بيبيع بروجرام حقه $1000, او بنفس الوقت جايال عم بيبيع بروجرام حقه $1200, or even جوانا عم بيبيع بروجرام حقه من 2000 ل $2500. and this is exactly your positioning بقلب الماركت. كيف بتحطوا حالكم وكيف بتسوقوا لحالكم وللبراند تبعكم بقلب هيدي الماركت. لانه look اليوم at Ferrari and BMW, they are both good brands, بس البوزيشننج اللي خلقته فيراري لحالها or Rolex let's say compared to Casio او غير واتشز هو السبب الرئيسي اللي بيخلي الناس تدفع لهم هيك ارقام. and if you tell me today how I was able to charge هيك ارقام 16 2.5 10 10 3 and big numbers like that, هو بس لأنه I knew exactly how to position myself as an expert بالmarket, having one real problem to solve and giving one promise to my audience. Then what you need to understand, you need to know for a fact مع أي نوع أشخاص عم تشتغلوا. Are you working with businesses or B2C? So are we targeting businesses and founders or B2C? لأنه بس فكر إنه عم بشتغل B2B or B2 founders, what I need to understand إنه هيك ناس أكتر شيء بتحب done for you, بتحب حدا يعمل الشغل عنا, or done with you very deep hands-on support consulting. And you need to know that you need to narrow your target so that you can price high. قديش بتعرفوا exactly بالبي تو بي and بي تو founders تحكوا exactly مع شخص واحد معين عنده مشكلة أساسية وتعرفوا تحلوا له إياها, هيدا هو السبب اللي حيخليكم تعملوا premium pricing. You don't need to work مع 2000 حدا أو 2000 different persona أول ما تبلشوا. You need to be really narrowed مع الشخص اللي عم تشتغلوا معه. هذا الشيء اللي رح يخليكم تسعلوا بهيك أرقام, because you need to position your offer correctly بقلب الماركت. and this is what I see the biggest problem اللي بتواجهها العالم اليوم. For the B2C, you can always do a done for you, done with you and a DIY, and you can go to a wider audience. كل الناس بدها تضعف, yet you don't need to work مع كل الناس اللي بدها تضعف. Let's say you need to work مع certain type of people, women فوق ال 30, رجال فوق ال 30, كل الناس بدها تتعلم sales, yet you need to find let's say او كل الناس اللي هن normal consumers بهمهم يمكن يتعلموا sales, yet you will notice if you focus اكتر مثلا على ناس كانوا يشتغلوا ب industries let's say arable sales or بيشتغلوا insurance brokers اليوم وعم بحولهم للهاي تيكت sales, this might be super interesting if I target them اكتر واكتر. So the models بالبي تو سي هن ثلاثة, done for you, done with you and DIY. I don't recommend to go fully على DIY, which is do it yourself. You don't want to sell courses. People now look at people who sell courses as scammers. So ما بدكم تفوتوا تخلوا حدا يحضر كورس لحاله ويفل. Can you sell it? Yes, بس ما حتاخدوا السعر اللي بحق لكم. You're not gonna be able to charge the amount that you deserve. So what I recommend بالبي تو سي is doing whether some guided DIY with a community support or done with you, it works perfect. So it's a pre-recorded materials with community or weekly group coaching. بهذه الطريقة you can get your clients results. ما حدا بيقول عنكم سكامر بقى بقلب الماركت. This is the most important part when looking into B2C. Then you need to understand شو هن delivery models بقلب whether B2B or B2C. So let's say, and something that I really recommend and I really love is to going into a coaching intensive program or evergreen group coaching. وهذا الشيء اكتر شيء بيمشي على البي تو سي beginners like fitness offers, dating offers, relationship offers, life coaching, self development and so on. Doing as well كمان فينا نبيعه لل 8 24 weeks coaching intensive. So what's different بين هودي what's the difference here? Evergreen group coaching or a course, it's normally a course مع شوية support which is a guided DIY I would call it. Some sort of group coaching maybe كل جمعة بس is not, it's not as intensive as pure 8 to 24 weeks group coaching program اللي بينباع ل B2C or small B2B يعني small businesses or small founders like coaches, consultants and agents. إذا بدكم تسألوني أنا لشو أقرب شيء اللي هي هون. We do like really, I wouldn't call it like coaching or consulting at all because we do more like a done with you and we really guide you each step of the way. But this is the closest thing to our model. It works really well on coaches, consultants, yet if you're targeting founders as well. So هون البرايس range بتكون $500 if you're doing only a course, and it can go up to 9.8k if positioned بالطريقة الصح. Now if you tell me how the الأسعار هني US market, no it's not, because like I've sold بهيدا الأرقام and I have clients selling maybe fitness offer ب 2-3k as well, but not positioned only as fitness offer. 90 days and lifetime access. 8 to 16 weeks in this case بأسعار بتروح من 1005 ل 15000 دولار because there is no price for the value that you provide to the market. If you really provide great value فيكم توصلوا لهيك أرقام. Now, done for you agency and high-end B2B. If you're targeting B2B people, large companies, what I recommend you to do is definitely a done for you offer. أحلى شيء للbusinesses, because as a business, as a company, people or owners don't want to waste their time doing their job. Instead, they'd rather hire someone يعمل كل شيء عنهم. And the price range, yeah, you charge 2k retainer on a monthly basis, or it can go up to 15k. Might be retainers in some cases on monthly basis if you have big clients, or one time fee $50,000. And what I recommend here is really doing like a small retainer on monthly basis and maybe taking a percentage or a share from the revenue اللي عم بتزيدوه على الشركة. Now let's talk about the things that you need to validate before pitching or before building any offer. The first thing that you need to understand, بدكم تكونوا عارفين exactly مع مين عم تشتغلوا. We need to know who is the avatar اللي أنا عم بشتغل معه, and you need to have an avatar clarity. So for that I prepared for you some list of questions اللي لازم تسألوها لحالكم قبل ما تعرضوا الأوفر تبعكم أو تخلقوه. Can you clearly describe the person اللي عم بتساعدوه in one sentence? Is this person in active pain right now? في pain ولا I'm just selling something to someone ما عنده مشاكل, mainly ما رح يشتري مني. صرفوا مصاري already على هيدا الشيء من قبل, because people if people are not used لأنه يصرفوا مصاري على المشكلة اللي عندهم إياها, they are not gonna spend money with you. At least إذا مش هذا هو الشخص اللي ما دافع قبل بمرة, other people similar to him دافعين. Can you easily find 50 ل 100 ألف شخص منهم? Can you find on the market 50 ألف coach? Maybe if you're working B2B you don't need 50k companies, but if you're working B2C you need to know انه في 50 ألف شخص معقول يكون عايز الفتنس اوفر تبعي اللي بدي اخلقه, معقول يكون عايز الكارير كوتشنج اوفر اللي انا بدي اخلقه. Let's say whatever any offer, if you're working B2C you need a TAM of 50k, TAM which is like the total addressable market, قديش في ناس معقول تكون مهتمة بالاوفر تبعي. Can you clearly picture them? إذا ما بتقدروا توصفوه أو ترسموا لهذا الشخص اللي بوجهه, your ads, your content will never convert. Then you need to go to the problem specificity. You need to know عندهم problem urgent بدهم يحلوه. Is it painful enough to act on? Is it measurable? Can you know what kind of transformation you're giving? Can you know شو الامباكت اللي عم تحطوه اللي عم تعرضوه عليهم بقلب الاوفر تبعكم؟ And is it emotionally charged؟ عم بتحلوا مشكلة كتير كبيرة في عبء كتير كبير عليهم. And mainly you need to ask that for B2C or early stage founders. If the pain isn't intense ما حدا حيشتري منكم. Then you need to understand your unique mechanism. And if you ask me what is the biggest reason behind your success, is because I'm very clear on the unique mechanism تبعي. We're leveraging only the Instagram funnel now. Everyone knows in the market that I make all my money from the Instagram funnel, posting content the right way, having the right conversion mechanism, and I make money through selling inside my DMs. People come and want to buy only from a short conversation بقلب DMs. Why? Because I'm very clear on my unique mechanism, which I'm gonna explain in the next minutes, which is here exactly the Instagram funnel we leverage for us to get high success and 100k plus on monthly basis. So بدكم تخبروا بالضبط ليش الطرق اللي هن استعملوها it doesn't work and why your method would work. What kind of belief عم تخلقوا عند العالم بالمethod تبعكم. So let's say I'm gonna give you an example. I help coaches go from 3k to 30k per month using my Instagram funnel. And you need to make it super simple. Instagram funnel. I was using something else before. Now رحت لشي simple أكتر because people need simplicity now on the market. Is it specific or is it just a framework? I'm telling you specifically, I'm gonna help you go to 20, 30 and 50k only using Instagram funnel. It can be applied على شيء تاني. So let's say I help e-commerce brands get 2x their revenue using organic content. As simple as it is. I help influencers get more brand deals using outbound methods, using email marketing, let's say. It should be super easy, simple, and superior لا results اللي هن شايفينها مع حدا تاني or superior to other methods in the market. Then the most important thing, offer simplicity. Remember لما قلت لكم I help coaches go from 3k to 30k a month, 50k a month using the Instagram funnel. Can you explain الأوفر تبعكم بجملة واحدة بس؟ If not, you don't have an offer. لأنه imagine تلاقيتوا حدا مع حدا بالأسانسير وسألكم شو بتعملوا بحياتكم. And you have 3 seconds to tell. If you can describe your offer بجملة واحدة, you don't have an offer. You just have maybe some freelance stuff. Your ads or your content, are they focusing on one problem? And in your ads ما بدكم تحكوا عن 50 مشكلة. Even if you solve 10 problems بكل ad creative, you need to talk about one problem only. So if you're gonna fix lead generation رح تحكوا بس عن lead generation. If you're gonna fix, let's say, the belly fat حتحكوا بس عن البelly fat. If you're gonna fix their sleep routine بدكم تحكوا بس عن السليب روتين تبعهم. Is your promise crystal clear? الاوتكم تبعكم is it clear, straightforward? إذا خبرتوا حدا غريب في يفهم دغري أنتوا شو بتعملوا. If there is a confusion, you will never have a conversion. And you need to look at your delivery لأنه أليكس هرموزي علم كل العالم يخلقوا the best offers بس نسى يعلمون how to deliver great results. That's why you see everyone ببلش يعمل مصاري, then they disappear from the market, then they crash, then they lose their reputation because delivery is shitty. And I believe هذا السبب الرئيسي اللي خلانا نعمل هذا السكسس بهيدي الفترة القصيرة and more success just because we go very deep on the delivery. We support our clients in a way إذا بعناهم ألف شغلة لقدام they will always say yes because they trust us. They've seen the amount of support اللي نحن بنعطيهم إياه as well as caring about their results. Is there a structure and accountability? Do you follow your clients? because الشخص عم يدفع لكم not only for the systems that you have but for the accountability for you to push him forward ليروح ويجيب التارجت تبعه, especially if you're a coach or a consultant. شخص ناطر منكم you to push him forward, to mentor him, to coach him لا يوصل للجول تبعه, لأنه everyone has the knowledge, everyone has the information maybe, بس to keep them accountable is what makes a lot of sense. Is there a defined path to results? في process عم تعدوه دايما, and can you do that ل 50 clients without breaking? So that's it for your offer, and it's a very essential part بالأول. Changing small things in your offer might help you go from like really 2 5k or 10k even a month to 30 and 50k on monthly basis, just if you have the right sequence or the right offer. Now client acquisition, which is the most important part, and what I want you to know انه كل شيء بنركز عليه is the Instagram funnel, nothing outside Instagram. No webinars, no master classes, no funnels. Some of our clients leverage that, but the main conversion point or space, or let's say the main client driver source is Instagram. وخلينا نفكر فيها. How many eyeballs, how many followers, how many views you might have, whether you or other creators, بس آخرة الشهر they are not making any money because they are not using Instagram in the right way. كل هالناس عم تحضر الكونتنت تبعكم, كل هالناس عم تحضر الكونتنت تبع another creator, yet if there is not a proper Instagram funnel for you to be able to convert هود العالم, you're not gonna make any money. وراح افسرلكم exactly what you need to optimize in your Instagram تقدروا تبيعوا بهيك اسعار. اول شيء is your bio, highlights and pinned posts, وراح احكي عن كل وحده منهم. First, your bio. Super simple, super clear. بأول جملة you just need to say who do you help and with what. I help coaches and service providers يوصلوا $30,000 بالشهر. As simple as it is. No complexity. ما في شيء مخترعه. إذا بدي حدا يفوت لعندي I want him to understand بثلاث ثواني if I can help him to know exactly if he's my client or not, because I don't want him to follow me if he's not a potential client. Yes, he can learn and he's more than welcome. Yet, I'm doing this not only to help people, because this is one of the major things that are behind my business, yet I want qualified people. لأنه شو أنا عايز يكون عندي 100,000 follower بس just ناس بتزقف لي على الكونتنت تبعي. I want serious buyers because at the end of the day I'm here to make money, definitely out of helping people. Two is your credibility, which is I'm CEO to 3 stages. I can put اني عامل $1,500,000 لإله لزبايني بأول سنة, yet this is not what I want. I prefer to put that I'm CEO and founder of 3 stages. And the last one is DME audit. وبترجعوا if you are a creator, let's say be early stages, you don't need to put a YouTube video here, you just need to put a calendar link. If you're way more advanced, let's say, and you sell higher tickets, بتحطوا YouTube video, which is this one. I'm gonna put this one in my bio, a YouTube video that breaks down exactly your process, شو بتعملوا مع زباينكم, كيف تمشوا معهم, that gives you credibility and that educates your audience, because people want to know شو الطريقة اللي انتم بتشتغلوا فيها, شو اللي بميزكم عن غيركم, and so on. In my highlights راح خبركم in brief شو هن أهم شيء لازم تمرقوا عليه. First is check this. هذا الشيء بيخبر بالضبط شو الريزلتس اللي أنا جبتهم وشو الميثود اللي اتبعتها. Something very similar to what I'm doing here, yet in a very short way. إذا حدا فات لعندي على الهايلايتس وكبس هون يعرف exactly أنا كيف بمشي, شو بعمل, وكيف معقول جيب له نتيجة, وكيف جبت نتيجة لحالي ولزبايني بالأول. Then more client wins and results I got myself and to other clients, because هذا الشيء عم يخلق عندكم proof. You can add some sort of about me where people can relate a lot. And I'm gonna tell you, the day I posted the about me carousel, I got a client the same day. لأنه بس حدا يقرأ قصتكم ويعرف exactly شو بتعملوا انتو, this can make a big difference. لأنه الناس بدها الناس بتشتري من الناس، والناس بدها تشوف حدا ريليتبل لها، بدها تشوف حدا سكسسفل، بدها تعرف مين قصته، مين هذا الشخص اللي عم بيشتري منه، شو عامل بحياته قبل، ليش بدي ادفع له لإله. So your story might be a major difference or a major reason why people gonna buy from you. Then you add a testimonial, something that gives you credibility in the market. Let's say here we have Samer. It's a result. It's a proof that I was able to get him a result. And the last one is, let's say, authority driven and breaking down our process step by step. What do we do so people can understand بأول ثلاث دقايق من ما يفوتوا لعندي على الاكونت if they just went بالبايو تبعي بالهايلايتس وبالبين بوست they are already nurtured. كل هيدا كل هيدا الشيء هون is basically for one reason بس to nurture you, to nurture viewers عم يجوا لعندي على الاكونت. Because again it doesn't make any sense اني اجيب كل هودي العالم يتفرجوا عندي على الاكونت without letting them go 1% further in their conversion, let's say, journey معي. So everything I'm optimizing here for me to nurture them and to show them that I am the most eligible one in this market that they need to pay with all the credibility that I have. Because again, proof can't lie. People need to see شو عم تعملوا. Once my profile is well optimized بهودي bio highlights and pit posts, I need to go to my content. And I'm gonna tell you something. أكتر شيء حيجيب لكم مصاري هو الكونتنت. And I'm gonna say it that way. The more time you spend on creating content, the more money you're gonna make. As simple as it is. The more time you're gonna spend على الكونتنت تبعكم, the more money you're gonna make. This doesn't mean انه ما فيكم تكونوا سريعين بالبروسس of content creation تبعكم، بس the deeper you go into understanding البين تبع الماركت تبعكم، تخلقوا content tailored exactly للاي سي بي تبعكم، the more money you're gonna make. And here I'm gonna explain something very interesting. So I need you focused. أول شيء is one major pillar بالcontent تبعي is the top of funnel. Top of funnel I'm just getting views. بس عم اقول لهودي العالم تعالوا تفرجوا على الاكونت تبعي. And it's something that could be motivational content, behind the scenes, trends or things رايحين viral because I need to get eyeballs لعندي على الاكونت, emotional moments and challenges and failures. Now challenges and failures could serve as well as the bottom of funnel type of content, yet it could be sometimes motivational, so they serve as a top of funnel. The second layer, which is the most important layer, وإذا بتسألوا حالكم أيام طب كل هيدي الماركت عندها مشاكل ليش ما عم يدفعوا لإلي وعم يدفعوا لغيري؟ It's probably one of these two reasons. يا الميدل اوف فانل content تبعكم is completely wrong or shitty, or your bottom of funnel which is the proof اللي عندكم اياها and achievements اللي انتم اللي عاملينها are not well showcased بقلب الاكونت او بالcontent تبعكم. And I'm gonna talk about that deeper in the next moment. So you talk here بالmiddle of funnel about common mistakes تبع الaudience, step by step dream results like how to generate 1000 lead in a week, false belief للماركت تبعكم because you want them to believe بالشيء اللي انتم عم تقدموه بالشيء اللي انتم عم تعملوه. Talk about their frustrations and how they can get rid of that. Personal insights and opinion عندكم انتم عنكم or your personal insights for you to give, let's say, your expertise and to show them why you believe this would work and not that. لأنه it's here where you start creating trust بالmarket, and definitely you take your trust 50 times further or 100 times further only by adding a bottom of funnel content. بالbottom of funnel what you need to use is social proof, specific achievements before and after and testimonials. So as you can see here البروفايل تبعي مليان testimonials, and soon I'm dropping maybe 10 case studies as well just to show people what I was able to achieve with my clients. لأنه بهالأيام نحن we are in a trust recession and people want to know مين الشخص شو قدر يعمل. حتى لو الناس بتشوف انه قدرتوا تحققوا هيك results لزباينكم، they still doubt, they still have 100 objection براسهم انه will this work for me. So the more case studies, the more proof you have, the more money you're gonna make. We have testimonies maybe from 10 different niches, yet we still face that, which is very normal. People need to understand مع مين عم يشتغلوا. So the way you need to think about it انه كل testimonial عم بيقربهم maybe 2-3% closer to paying you. And why you need to know انه الاورجانيك content تبعكم is one of the most important things beside your ads. لانه كل حدا, even if you do carousel ad, video ad, post ad, like a single photo ad, كل الناس رح تجي لعندكم على الكونتنت وتطلع عندكم, especially if you use like me profile ads and the Instagram funnel. الناس حتروح على انستغرام تطلع عندكم على انستا, تشوف الكريديبيليتي تبعكم, تشوف الكونتنت تبعكم, وعلى هيدا الاساس يقرروا if they are gonna pay you or not. So the nurturing process اللي بيخلق authority and trust هو الكونتنت تبعكم. So if your content is shitty, no one is gonna pay you. If you're getting your content من كلود او من تشات جي بي تي, no one is gonna pay you. If you're doing your content بأسرع طريقة ممكن, just to do content fast and to produce more, maybe you're not gonna be able to convert. Now, if you've been asking yourself دايما, طب كل هالناس عندها مشاكل X, ليش ما عم يدفعوا لي إلي؟ Most of the time probably انه عم تركزوا انتوا على top of funnel content بس عم تنسوا middle of funnel and bottom of funnel. And let me tell you this, بس تشوفوا اليوم هورموزي, كيلر ان ذا سبيس, راسل برونسون, جرانت كاردون and عم يحكوا كتير قصص motivation و growth. How did? Because they earned let's say the rights تيحكوا بهودي القصص. You cannot just give motivation و talk about mindset بالcontent تبعكم if you're a beginner or if you're really charging high prices for the first time. لأنه أغلبية السوق اليوم, let's say in specific cases, هو only بالawareness phase. They either know about you only without trusting you and liking you yet, or they either know only about the problem they have. بيعرفوا انه ما عم يعملوا $10,000 بالشهر. They know the problem and they might be unaware. يعني مثلا في كتير ناس عندها 100,000 follower and they don't believe انه فيهم يعملوا $30,000 بالشهر من انستغرام. So they are completely unaware, and you need to understand the level of awareness بالبزنس تبعكم. Otherwise you don't have a business, you're just running something that is useless. لأنه the only way تقدروا الناس لتخلوا الناس يصيروا زباينكم, you need to let them go behind the stages, knowing you, liking you, trusting you. So top of funnel content would serve and would help people to know they have a problem. Oh, okay. عندي 100,000 follower بس ما عم بعمل مصاري. That's the problem. You need to get their attention and to make them relate. يعني relatable reels, problem focused stories and reels. Talk about your personal experience, which is the motivation, sometimes failure. Then you can do polls and questions. هودي القصص بيزيدوا كتير الاويرنس. بس as you can see, the goal is to get their attention and to make them realize they have a problem, not to let them buy. وثلاث ارباع العالم بتركز بس على top of funnel and they forget the middle of funnel and the bottom of funnel. If you want people to trust you and like you أكتر, you need to do solution aware driven content, which is the middle of funnel, to let them say اوكي هيدي هي مشكلتي, هيك بحلها. صار لي سنه عم جرب اضعف, طلع ما لازم اكل بالليل. اكزامبل, صار لي سنه عم جرب جيب ليدز من انستغرام بس ما عم بستعمل الستوريز تبعي. I need to fix my stories, I need to fix my offer. Focus is to educate them and to let them shift their beliefs. It's exactly here إذا الناس تبعكم عندهم false beliefs كتير, هون لازم تشتغلوا عليها. You need to teach, you need to educate الماركت تبعكم. And that's the reason behind me shooting كل هيدا الفيديو, because I want to educate the market, because I know بالدول العربية people might not have the beliefs needed or the education needed عن الشيء اللي نحن عم بعمله او عن الشيء اللي انا عم بعمله. So I'm serving in educating هيدا الماركت اكتر واكتر. Example is educational reel, how to content, case studies would be here اكتر. بس if you want to break down البروسيس اللي ساعدته X ينتقل من هون لهون, it could serve as a middle of funnel and explaining your process. بدكم تفسروا شو عم تعملوا, why it's working with you, لأنه بدكم الناس يصيروا يآمنوا مع الوقت إنه that's the solution, you are the person. It's exactly where you're building trust and belief فيكم وبالمethod تبعكم, and show them that there is a way to solve it. Now if we go to the bottom of funnel content, وإذا بدكم تقسمون, I would go 25% top of funnel, 50% middle of funnel, and 25% bottom of funnel. هذا الشيء اللي بيخليهم يشتروا, اللي بيخليهم يقولوا, او اللي بيخليهم يصيروا product aware. Once someone is product aware يعني بيفهم exactly الشيء اللي بتقدموه, بيعرف انه السولوشن تبعكم هي الحل, بيعرف كل تفاصيل البروسيس تبعكم. Let's say you know that Maroon leverages his Instagram funnel only to make money. Instagram funnel backed up with a sales process. هيدا هو الشيء اللي بتعرفوه. If you know for a fact انه my product is the best product on the market, you're gonna pay me حيلا رقم بطلبه, and people are gonna pay you حيلا رقم تطلبوه. So you want them to say that's the solution, Maroon is the person اللي حيعطيني إياها, I want it from him. Your focus would be on proof and decision, testimonials, results, offers and bonuses. Let's say if you want to be direct, you can do direct offer and bonuses, and direct call to actions if you have the authority. The goal is to make them trust you deeper and make it easy to say yes and to convert them into a client. So الشيء اللي بدكم تفكروا فيه انه بالتوب اوف فانل كونتنت عم تخليه يقولوا اوه يا ذيس از مي, هذه هي المشكله اللي عندي اياها. solution, اوكي هذا الشيء بينحل, هيك بينحل. Then Maroon is the guy, X is the guy, Y is the guy to fix that for me. ثلاث ارباع العالم تخلق توب اوف فانل content and they forget انه اكثر شيء عايزينه is a middle of funnel to be able to sell. Now after my content, my story sequences. So أول شيء بعمله I do Q&As, or let's say what I call them brand builders. I show them my life. I connect deeper with my audience. Sometimes I run a full Q&A to understand the questions بقلب الماركت, for me to answer هودي questions لفرجي انه I have big knowledge بالشيء اللي عندي, and you need to do that with your audience because they want to ask you, they want to know if you have the knowledge and the credibility to sell. Education and lead magnets, I teach the audience ليش عم تخسروا هالقد calls and how you need to fix it, backed up with a lead magnet. لأنه views without lead magnets you're not gonna get any leads. Then credibility plus proof. I'm showing them what kind of results I was able to get to Samir, to Tala, first deal close بأول جمعة 10 days in. Another one, first one close with her new offer from the first call. سكرت الأوفر تبعها. حنين, from the first call she was able to close a deal. I'm showing my audience إنه I have the credibility. Everything is backed up by a lead magnet. And what kind of lead magnets? Let's say للfitness, I advise my clients يعطوا free workouts, programs, nutrition, let's say guidance, free recipes, and so on. For me, I could give like sales scripts, how, let's say, to get more leads, tools, softwares. I could do like some master classes, webinar, case studies, and so on. For digital marketing, you can do newsletters, give them templates, case studies, audits, graphics, tools as well, and so on. كل شيء بيجي لعندي على انستغرام I redirect them, which is something I'm implementing new. عم جرب اعمل الليد magnets تبعي in sort of videos. It can be a document وبحط اللينك تبعه بيوتيوب, بس I'm trying to grow my YouTube channel شوي وشوي. So instead of shooting بس لوم فيديو اتركه على لوم, I download it on YouTube. لانه اذا فات حدا حضر شغله I want him to consume اكتر واكتر واكتر. Yet if you can see I don't have high views yet. Believe me if I say I get some clients from my YouTube, بفوتوا لعندي على انستغرام، بيرجعوا بيروحوا على يوتيوب وبيحضروا. They see that I have credibility. They see that I'm building. With time, I'm gonna get الشيء اللي بدي اياه. Then inside my YouTube, I have all these testimonials. So الناس فيهم يفوتوا ويطلعوا ويعرفوا أنا شو عامل مع زبايني and so on. As well as how I can help them get, let's say, or change something inside their business. I taught them كيف فيهم يشارجوا $500 plus as a fitness coach. I'm literally giving all my secrets to my audience for free to help them make some money on their own, then join me when they want to go further. So that's the first two steps: model and offer, client acquisition. Now we go to the sales and appointment setting. So let's start with appointment setting لأنه كل اللعبة عندكم بقلب ال DMs, and I'm gonna tell you exactly what are the ways that we leverage inside Instagram to set more appointments, more calls, to definitely close more deals. أول شيء is outbounding every new follower بيجي لعنا. Without trying to sell them, we're just breaking the ice and giving them specific free value. So كل حدا بيعملنا follow عن جديد, if he's qualified, we directly talk to them, offer a free value, we try to meet them, get to know them. And the biggest source of calls بالنسبة لي or عنا كانت, it's a fact, هو from new followers, because each time someone follows me from Instagram, let's say, or on Instagram, directly my appointment setters or my sales team بيروحوا and they talk to him or me personally from time to time. Then إذا حدا حكاني بقلب ال DMs دغري, I see most of the people just either giving advices or trying to sell directly in the DMs. It's wrong. What you need to do, you need to diagnose and to qualify inside your DMs following the higher framework. To know the history تبع هذا الشخص اللي بوجهكم, بشو مرق, وين هو هلا, شو صاير معه بالوقت الحالي. To know the intent, شو الجول, ليش حكاكم, ليش عمل كومنت على فيديو, ليش رد على البايو CTA اللي عندكم اياها. You need to know the roadblocks, the challenges اللي هو عم بيواجهها اليوم. Then to understand the past experience, شو جرب يعمل من قبل ليحل مشكلته, عم يشتغل مع حدا بالوقت الحالي or not. And that's the exact framework. As well as we do general outbound للعالم, let's say, that we see potential even if they don't follow us. So three major sources: people who message us directly, new followers, and we do sometimes random outbound. I recommend that for B2B or B2 founders markets. Then قبل ما يطلع حيالله حدا على الكول معي, they receive a 24-hour reminder, morning selfie video. I just open the cam and send them a video a day prior, or morning of the event بخبرهم انه I'm excited to meet them. I want them to confirm their attendance. ليش? Because I'm breaking the ice even before the call. قبل ما يطلع معي حدا على الكول حتى, I wanna make the sale closer. I wanna show him انه I care about him, and I wanna make sure انه يجي على الكول تبعه, because I don't wanna waste my time ناطر حدا يجي على الكول وما يجي. So I need to do my job prior. As you can see here, in addition to how the selfie video I send, specific nurturing videos has been sent to someone who booked a call with us. Everything on automation. بلحظة اللي حدا بيخلق appointment معنا أو بيحجز appointment, automatically an automation sequence بتوصل لعنده. بتذكره بالميتينج تبعه وبتبعت له specific links ليحضرهم قبل ما يطلع معي على الكول. Why? Because I want to nurture him قبل الكول. And what do I send here? Explaining exactly my offer, a small video sales letter عم فسرهم exactly شو رح نقدم نحنا إذا اشتغلوا معنا, as well as what we're gonna explain. Also, we're gonna give them a video testimonial for them to know إذا قدرنا نجيب results مع زباين قبلهم or not, for them to see شو زبايننا بيقولوا عنا. And one tip that I do, I always send relatable testimonial. So إذا عم بطلع مع life coach, I'd send her a life coach testimonial. إذا عم بطلع مع حدا بيشتغل بالتاك, I'd send him a tech offer. إذا بطلع مع حدا بالفتنس I'd send him a fitness testimonial. Then we arrive to the closing part, which I believe the market has the biggest problem واللي هو أهين شيء اليوم, because we follow a very simple framework, and most of you يمكن they know something totally wrong about sales. You don't need to be pushy, you don't need to beg people to buy, you just need to follow a simple framework. لأنه إذا الكونتنت تبعكم عامل الشغل الصح, if you really have great authority بالcontent تبعكم, sales is gonna become so easy. So first you introduce yourself, you build rapport, frame and reality with them. Then you go to the info gathering part, and people believe انه السيلز بيصير بالاخر when handling objection, which I believe the real sale is made here. If you really show that you are the expert, you ask the right questions about the pain, desire, and to gather all the info من الشخص, you're gonna make the sale here. Transition to the offer, pitching your offer, checking if they are committed, and then تروحوا directly للclosing, which is something super simple if you learn how to do it the right way. Then we move into tracking, لأنه tracking is the most important thing in the business. كل شيء انتو عايزينه is to track everything, بدكم تعرفوا من وين المشكلة. If you're not doing that, you can't. And the way we track things here is من قبل ما حتى حدا يحجز كول معنا, we track everything. This is an example dashboard عند حدا من زبايننا for the last, let's say, 2 weeks. كم ليد اجاها بنهار, how many lead we captured from ManyChat. كل ليد بيروح على اكسل شيت مفسر بالضبط if he's qualified or not, who's the setter اللي عم يشتغل عليه, conversation status, وين هو بالستيج تبعه, are we doing a follow up, شو last event اللي صار هو وياه, ومن وين جاي, organically or جاي من الادز, because we need to know our data. بدنا نعرف من وين المشكله. كيف فيكم تحلوا مشكله بالبزنس عندكم اذا ما بتعرفوا ارقامكم وين وشو صاير فيها. You'd be guessing and changing based on emotions and not facts. The moment someone books an appointment with us, everything goes into a CRM لنعرف بالضبط وين هو اليوم, شو صار معه, and to be able to do our follow-ups later on, because if we're not saving data على الفاضي. Then my team of setters and closers, they have to fill end of day reports on daily basis لنعرف كل يوم شو عملوا each closer or each appointment setter, how many leads اجاهم بنهار, how many meaningful convos عملوا, how many sets, how many booked calls, تعرف اخر النهار or اخر الشهر شو عم يعملوا, as well as the exact KPIs that you need to track per day and per week. كم نيو كونتاكت اجى لعندي اليوم, كم مسج جبت من انستغرام, كم ليد من اي سورس, is it from ads, is it organic, is it out of nowhere ماني عارف, هذا الشخص حكاني organic بس يمكن حاضر ad من قبل. I want to be able to understand من وين اجا, is it from DM ads, is it normal inbound, and so on. Creative type, we know exactly من الكاروسيل هيدا الشهر قد جايبين ليدز, من الستوريز قد جايبين ليدز, and so on. اي CTA جابت لي اكتر شيء الليدز, الساتر قديش اخد الليدز اليوم, for us to be able to track بالضبط شو عم بيصير عنا, وين هي المشكلة. Then we move to the most important thing واللي هي service delivery, and the exact reason تنقدر نحن نجيب دايما هيك testimonials and people posting wins inside our channel on daily basis. People are winning. Why? It's exactly because one reason, because we're very firm and solid on our client success. As you can see here, we track كل client, وين صار, شو المشكلة اللي عنده إياها, قديش عامل هلا, قديش كان يعمل قبل ما يبلش معنا, is he on track, في شيء معين لازم نشوفه. As you can see here, we can see everyone شو عنده task as a CSM, شو لازم يعمل اليوم, and everything inside our pipeline of clients. تنعرف بالضبط شو صاير عنا, to be able to deliver and to be able to fulfill لكل clients, لأنه آخر النهار people are paying big amounts with us. So the main goal is to be able to track each of them لنعرف لوين بدهم يوصلوا. Then on weekly basis they submit us a report لنعرف اليوم وين نحن, شو عملوا هيدي الجمعة, شو exactly بدنا نظبطه. Is it the amount of leads? Is it how many booked calls? The show up rate? Closed rate? قد ايه جايبين revenue؟ قد ايه جايبين cash collected؟ لنعرف شو عملوا هالجمعة, as well as what do they think their biggest win for this week. لأنه في أيام ناس بتبلش معنا they might not make money in the first week, which is very normal. If you don't accept إنه يمكن ما تعملوا مصاري بأول جمعة, like excuse me, but we don't need you as a client, because we're gonna aim انكم تعملوا مصاري من اول نهار. Yet no one can promise you to make money from the very first day or from the very first week. And let me tell you something, if you have this mindset, you're not gonna succeed in any coaching, consulting, or done with you program, because things take time. Imagine عم تخلقوا بناية, at the end of the day رح يصير عندكم بناية بس ما حتتعمر بأول نهار. So our clients usually, let's say, sometimes they make 10k this week, yet their biggest win would be a mindset shift صار عندهم إياها. It might be يظبطوا البروفايل تبعهم وشكله, not the amount of money. And those are the wins that you need to count as well, not only the amount of money, the amount of growth that you're getting. And as you can see here, people still posting like inside the wins channel شو قدروا يعملوا, and we have dedicated support لكل حدا منهم. They ask all their DM setting related questions, sales closing questions, their offer questions, automation and content. Why? Because we want them to be inside the community, aside their one-on-one channels. We want them to connect with other people, to learn from each other's experience, and to be able to ask questions freely. So that's it. Thank you.